What is going on, Taurus? This is Jen catching you on DTWJLife. Hope that you, your families are well. Welcome to Cancer season and welcome to my channel. Before I turn the camera on, I have to say what came through is you're going to be learning how to either love or treat people as how they show up when they show up to you. Have a think on that for a minute. I also wanted to mention that as of June 15th, the North and South nodes had shifted again, and they will remain in their current positions up until the end of June next year. The North node is your Dharma, the South node is your Karma. The North node is currently in Gemini and South node in Sagittarius. I will be injecting that information into the general astrological season readings moving forward from this point. I'm also going to be doing separate videos on that. So, interesting. Very interesting. You're going to learn how to love or treat people as how they show up when they show up to you. Very interesting. And that could be a positive thing, negative thing for either side of the situation. Depending on what the situation is. Coming up at the bottom of the deck, you have Desert Upright. Coming in tenfold, Judgment Point. Something that you are growing on is being judged by others. You're not the only sign in the zodiac that sees other people's value. People are looking at your value now. Very interesting, Taurus. You may be looking at their value at the same time, but they're actually starting to focus on yours much more. Instead of just looking at you for your face value, for your accomplishments, your accolades, your experience. Interesting I said that. You got clay inverted coming in fourfold. Something is amiss here. Okay. But it is moving forward in the direction it's supposed to nonetheless in order to see peace and justice. Some type of justice is coming to you or the other side of the situation. Yet you and this other person are silent about it and the doors are closed on it, whatever that is. It could be professional, love, spiritual, anything. But something is coming up and stable here. Perhaps, you had shown an air of instability in somebody's life, or they had shown that to you. Either way, you decided, to keep on keeping on with what you were doing, exactly how you were doing it. The wrong thing about that, the bad news, would be that the other side of the situation is going to start to see their justice. Sagittarius, while a very giving sign, can also have a temper. Let's just put it that way. Right now it's in the karmic position of the current shift in South Node. Yep. This keeps coming up for a lot of signs. Torch upright. So this is something that is not only happening now in Cancer season, it's also going to be continuing into Leo season. A sudden shift is going to happen, or rather swift moves are going to happen. On your part or the other person's part, or both, while lips are sealed and doors are shut. Somebody's learning a lesson. I don't know who, but somebody is. There's definitely a weakness here in a situation that is finite with a Cancer or Cancer energy. Cancer could be anywhere in that person's natal chart. Perhaps it's a very Cancerian situation. Maybe it has to do with domesticity, where you live, your home, or anywhere that you call home. There's an air of disrespect here, weakness, but it's coming to an end. This whole situation, like I said, the doors are closing on it. They already closed on it in silence, completely. And I find that interesting because the first card was clay inverted. There was like an air of instability in a very pragmatic way that you or this other person had seen and had looked at, and that's what closed the doors in silence. There's, the situation definitely is finite. There's a lack of compassion here as well. You know, maybe you've shown this person a lack of compassion, or they did toward you. Either way, what is the reason this ended? Good question. Oof. Very interesting. Both these cards really do speak a lot more than I can. Just have a look. What do you see? You and this person are not psychologically judging one another. However, you're trying to free yourself from a situation while this person had already freed you psychologically. Or it may be the other way around. An air card at this point would denote Gemini, which is in the Dharma, life purpose. Sometimes the life purpose is to let go. Like I said, the whole situation, finite, eightfold inverted. Because 3 inverted, there was a lack of compassion. There was no moving forward with you, this person, these people, or situation. This can hit any area of your life. Okay. Yeah. This person was, or the situation was either a love that was met with emotional immaturity, or it was a really good business situation or work situation that was emotionally unfulfilling. And this is why these things had ended. It could be either situation. Very interesting. They just keep coming up in 2s, these cards. Following up the initial spread, they keep coming out in 2s. So it's definitely you and another person, or you in a situation that maybe you did not belong in. Okay. 3. Somebody was coming up emotionally bankrupt here. Definitely did not have it together, was a bit arrogant, haughty. Like you or this other person thought that you were resourceful when you're not. However, the both of you saw seed, upright potential in a situation. However, it's not binding because you have judgment inverted. The situation was not binding. Yeah, you saw, or they saw, or both of you saw potential in a situation, but there really was no potential because you or the other person or the both of you did not want to work on this. How many cards are going to come up for you? Like, really? Damn. Alright. Fresh start. Do keep in mind that, Pluto is going to be retrograding up until October. I see a semblance of danger here, not creative problem solving. And that is stemming from believing that there was compassion where there was not. For you or this other person or both. Again, arrogance and haughtiness is coming up with Emperor inverted. One or the two of you or the other person, was feeling domineering, like there was a power struggle going on. However, you have fate and change inverted. There, despite the fact that it could have been a dangerous situation, it did not meet its fate completely. It had ended in silence and the doors were closed on it. Taurus, I find this very interesting. So what I would like you to do is to let me know if this is relevant to your life by leaving a comment. Also, if you would like a personal reading based on this or another subject, feel free to consult me. I cover spiritual paths, love, work and business, and legal. My personal readings are going to remain discounted up until further notice because I understand everyone's going through a hard time. And I'm not here to break your bank, I'm here to serve you. So that is my promise. That's the vow I made, and I shall follow through with that, so mote it be. Blessed be. Anywho, yes. I think that's it. That was a very weird reading. Let me know what you think. Love you guys. Blessed be.